let us apply now the equations of rotational kinematics to problems. All right. Let us also just look at a couple of simple things, some stuff, the basic stuff that we need. One revolution is 2 pi radians. So keep this in mind, and we're going to use this a lot. So let us figure out some very simple problems. For example, one of the things could be, what is the angular speed? Find angular speed of the Earth's rotation about its axis. Okay, so it's a very simple question to answer, but let's just see now how we think about these things. So we want to find the angular speed of the Earth's rotation about the axis. Now think about it. To find the angular speed, you need two things. Okay, you need some angle and you need some time. Okay, now for the Earth, as it spins around once, okay, about its axis, we know the angle. The angle is simply 2 pi. Okay, and the time it takes for one spin is simply 1 day, which is 24 hours. So it is 24 times 60 times 60, and from here we can figure out the angular speed for the Earth's rotation about its own axis. Now if instead we were to find the angular speed of the Earth's revolution about the Sun, then once again the angle would be 2 pi, because if it goes around the Sun once, it completes an angle of 2 pi. And then from there we could also figure out the and we know the time. The time it takes to go around the Sun once is 365 days, and once we have these two things, we can figure out the angular speed. Okay, so that's a very straightforward calculation. Now on the other hand, if I asked what is the speed of, say, a point on the equator of the Earth, okay, so what is the speed of the point on the equator of the Earth? Now to find the speed of a point on the equator of the Earth, all we'll do is we'll take the radius of the Earth and multiply it by the angular speed. Okay, we know the radius of the Earth to be 6.38 times 10 to the 6 meters. Okay, and multiply it simply by the angular speed that we just found, 24 by 6, okay, by 60. Okay, now what we understand is, keep in mind that as you move about, as you move away from the equator, okay, so if say this is the axis of the Earth, and let's say this is the equator, okay, so the equator is at a distance of the Earth's radius from the axis, but at any other latitude, as you go up, okay, and you have some latitude, say the angle theta, then the radius of that circle that completes, that goes around the axis, is a smaller value. Okay, and that needs to be calculated by using r times sine of theta, and then you multiply that by omega to obtain the speed. And we expect that as you move away from the equator, the speed of the point is going to become smaller and smaller. Okay, and at the poles, of course, there is no speed. Okay, so keep this in mind. All right, so this is a very simple calculation about just finding the Earth's, simply finding angular speed, and then also finding the translational speed once you know the angular speed. In the next video, what we'll do is we'll apply the equations of kinematics and figure out some other things that we can.